Hey everyone. I just wanted to make a video on this game that I discovered actually yesterday thanks to Silico. It's a new roguelite shooter game. Uh, it's actually surprisingly enjoyable. I didn't expect it. It kind of came out of nowhere. It is early access. It definitely needs a couple things. But I'm having a great time with it, and I had to make a video on it. We're gonna kind of go over the mechanics as we play. I did a live commentary, and the game's called Gunfire Reborn, and it's been really enjoyable. I still am learning a lot. I played on the live stream yesterday for a long time, and I'm gonna upload those VODs as well. I gotta kind of see the state they're in. But I started a fresh account. I got to about level 20-ish around there on my main account, and I felt like restarting and re-experiencing everything for a YouTube series would be ideal. We're gonna get started on the first run. They do take a little longer, so it'll probably be like one run per video. So even this one is a good 20 minutes, but the goal is really to unlock the next character. You get a second character level 30, and he is amazing. I don't know very much about him. He can dual wield from what I understand, but anyways, I really hope you all enjoy. I'm gonna be making more of these because I've been having a lot of fun playing this. I'm actually just trying to get this editing done so I can get another run in. Anyways, and this is our classic start of fresh run. There's not too much that distinguishes runs quite yet besides weapons. I would like a little bit more diversity besides what you find and upgrades and stuff, because you're always going to do this level first. You're always going to fight the same boss first, but again, it is early access. I believe it came out yesterday, out on early access, so I can't give it too hard a time. But I really enjoy it. So talk about weapons real quick. I didn't look over them in the tutorial. So you have 3 ammo types, you know, normal, large, special, whatever weapons uses. It's color coded. Now you have these inscriptions, and then you have elemental damage as well. Inscriptions are random, and you can get some really interesting inscriptions, and then the element is random as well. There are some weapons that I believe can only ever do a certain element, like there's like a fire pistol. But weapons like these ones, a lot of times they'll have different elements to them. Elements are very similar to like Borderlands, where your energy weapons deal with shields, your corrosive weapons deal with, actually it's very similar. Your corrosive weapons deal with armor, and then fire weapons just deal like extra flesh damage, which is just extra raw damage. But fire damage fire weapons have a very hard time going through shields. So this is kind of our end of round reward. You can kind of see how your build is going to progress. These are random. I'm not sure if there's any lockouts or ways to change the pool. Each one has 3 tiers, and at the 3rd tier it gets pretty nutty. We haven't found an elemental weapon yet, so we're actually gonna kind of guess, and I'm gonna try to do a corrosion build this time. Like it's not quite like Isaac or other games where you know you could never find the item you need. Like there are a lot of guns, and there are rerolls, there are shops. Like we'll be able to find a corrosion weapon. It's just finding a corrosion weapon that's good. So this is the default weapon I'm using right now. It's what you start with. It doesn't have any elements. Doesn't have anything special to it. It does level. I'm not sure if it levels with your character. I'm not sure if it levels with the level you're on. I've just seen it change its upgrade tier, like +1, +2. So anyways, we're gonna keep going. The game ramps really quickly. It looks really easy right now, and it is. It's very simple right now. You have those grenade units, you have like some melee units, some archer units, you have shielded archer units, you've got like explosions and environmental damage you can cause. And we got a bigger guy back there. This is where he's definitely the hardest thing we're gonna fight right now, but it gets kind of nuts real quick. That's our HP right there. There are weak points. Traditionally, it's the head. So plus 50% weapon damage as enemies in a shock effect. Plus 50% chance to cause an explosion that deals corrosion. Okay, so this weapon doesn't actually have corrosion in its damage, but when you kill a unit, it can blow up and into corrosion damage. Wow, I've actually never seen two chests right next to each other like that. This is our reward chest. This is a special chest. So we can do additional smoke grenades. We can upgrade our Q ability, which isn't a bad thing, but we're kind of doing corrosion already, and I'm pretty sure our grenades do corrosion damage. I'm not positive. It's green. So we're gonna do this. And what's in our other chest? Oh, these are like, these are the legendary chests. They, so we're gonna do this because I've got HP right behind me. And I'm kind of banking on us being able to find more. Like I said, this first level, it's not difficult. The boss, though, it took me multiple tries to get past the boss. They do not mess around with the bosses in this game. So you see that purple thing on the wall over there? That is a thing we can do later. You actually need the upgrade to get to it, and we should be able to get it as soon as we finish this run, almost no matter what, I think. So we're gonna ignore that for now, but our second run should be right there with it. So that's a poison pistol. Plus 300% crit chance for the first shot after reload. Magazine capacity plus 60% accuracy plus 8%. We are going to take this over this. Okay. So basically when I crit for the first time, I'm going to, or when I reload, I'm going to crit every time. This is our craftsman. Now you can pay him to actually upgrade your weapons, and it scales up. So this is an aura venom plus 3. So this is going to be, I think, 400 gold to upgrade versus the cavalry plus 1, which is going to be 100 gold. And also these aura venoms, they have a weapon skill, and I've only seen a couple that have weapon skills. So for this particular one, when you right click, it'll empty all the rounds in the chamber and just shoot really quick. So you can test that out. See, just the whole round versus one shot like that. Wow, I wasted the crit shot on that barrel. These little Rubik's Cubes boys, they blow up, and they blow up depending on their color, which I think is really nice. I know it seems like a really simple thing. Seeing the blue ones blow up into lightning, the red ones blow up into fire, and the green ones blow up into poison. It's just, it's so simple and satisfying, and that's really the theme for a lot of stuff with this game. So here's our shopkeeper. So plus 50% movement speed and 25% damage when your shield is 0. See, I don't know if I want that because I don't want our shield to be that low ever. I don't think we're gonna buy anything. Actually, we'll buy some HP maybe, just in case. But what I was talking about earlier is like the simpleness of the game really brings out some life, I think. You know, you get the headshots, you get explosions, and the feedback itself is really nice. And it just kind of makes sense. So we're gonna get a scroll. Scrolls are like modifiers. They can be permanent. They can be dropped, which is very interesting. Some will expire after they've done their purpose. Others just stay around. Others are permanent. Oops. Again, I know this seems pretty simple right now. This is very much a warm-up period. When I first played this game, I was like, wow, this game is kind of easy. It changes. it changes really quick. We're on stage 3 right now. I believe there's 5, including the boss. So right about here is where it starts getting nuts. So we put 1 point smoke, we put 1 point element. Our element's corrosion, our smoke was the extra grenades. So this will give us extra HP. This will give us a very high damage ability after we use our Q. This one is where enemies in smoke deal and take more damage. I think we're gonna go with this, just because we've already kind of went towards that. Stage 4, yeah, this is kind of where it gets nuts. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Should we see how much damage we can stack up? Okay, watch this. Well, that was kind of unimpressive, wasn't it? I mean, it was still it's 300% chance to crit. I don't know. I don't really know how a lot of this works. So this is lightning damage. We might take this over this, honestly. I mean, I don't know how good this is. I still am pretty bad at deciding which weapons are good. This one, it doesn't reload, it regenerates. You'll find a lot of borrowed ideas in this game. Which, I mean, see these guys are the worst. I try to take them out first. Or at least stay out of their way. These horsehead guys, I just throw a grenade under them usually. These ones have homing rounds, so they'll Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I get snuck up on a lot in this game. Wouldn't mind, I mean, I could just be deaf, but footprints might be a nice thing. Or footsteps, there you go, not footprints. Deaf, not, never mind. Let's keep going. Sometimes there's chests hidden around. Nothing super, clever. I am using the alternate fire for these guys, just because I want them dead as quickly as possible. If you can get most of the rounds to land, I don't think there's any downside to the alternate fire. Like, I don't think there's any damage reductions or anything. Oh, that was convenient. It's more of accuracy and ammo conservation. Also, I might be wrong. I feel like the fire barrels, which are the red ones, I feel like they kill most things in one hit, regardless. It's kind of nuts. I mean, even in the later game, and they might just scale well, but I feel like even, I mean, in the later game, I haven't gotten that far. I've seen the second boss once, and he kicked my ass. But I feel like even at the second level, with these bigger, scarier units, the barrel's still one shot, which is nice, honestly, because once those environmental hazards become useless, it's kind of boring. Oh, hi. I was looking for him. Throw a grenade at his feet. There is co-op up to 4 players. It has the potential of being a lot of fun. There's some desync issues right now that we haven't quite figured out. I've seen, you know, people reporting on the internet. Oh wait, hold up. See? That's what I do. I think they're all dead, and they're not. Okay. Oh, and then of course you unlock items, and instead of them just showing up in the room in your runs in the future, which I kind of would like, they show up immediately, which honestly makes your first run really, really strong, because as you unlock more and more, they just drop immediately. Going fire and corrosion might not be a bad idea. Combining two different elements makes a third element, kind of like what's that RPG game? Divinity Original Sin. Yeah, like I think it's fire and lightning make miasma, whereas fire and corrosion make caustic. Again, might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Alright, we're gonna open our chest. We already talked about those, right? Can't do those. Alright, so we got extra lightning damage. We got, this is interesting because your grenades do way more damage, but they don't have a chance to trigger their element, or they have a less chance to trigger their element. But it goes away once you hit tier 3. And this one, once an enemy is afflicted by whatever element you're using, after killing them, you get an increased fire rate. Now, you kind of want to build it up so you're not always, even though you have a poison weapon, it's not always affected, you know? And the weapons do dictate, and they show you how much, what the percent chances of the element actually carrying over. So, I think we're kind of already doing smokes. I would really like this, but we're gonna go with this instead. It's like the meme, you know? This is great, but this is better. Alright, so this is right before the final boss, and honestly, can we talk about the aesthetics? Because I really like the way this game looks. For it being early access, coming out yesterday, it feels nice. And the whole level has a whole different, the next level has a whole different vibe to it. So what do we got here? 50% damage to cause an explosion that deals corrosive. See, this isn't a bad idea. We might replace our pistol with that, I think. Obviously we have a lower fire rate. So, oh, this doesn't actually even do fire damage. I mean, it... See, here's the thing. It says it does on the right? It says fire damage, burning, lucky shot, piercing. So we've got piercing plus projectile speed. So our shots will go through once quicker. Rate of fire increase. And then this is 150% chance lucky shot chance for the next shot after making crit. So if we hit 3 times in a row, we get... these modifiers, I don't know. I feel like you need to build up around these in order for that to work. So I think we're gonna replace this because this isn't even, as far as I'm aware, this doesn't even actually do fire damage. So we're gonna buy this. And now we can upgrade. See, 400 gold versus 200 gold. Now, I haven't found anything with Gemini. In my other playthrough, I've unlocked them, but I still haven't found them. And each craftsman can do 2 upgrades as well. So with how much money we have, I think we're gonna upgrade this. Ooh, I mean that's kind of nice too. I mean we're gonna be using this the most, I think, so we're gonna upgrade this. And now it's time to meet the boss. I can never remember his name. It's like Lao Wei or something. Lu Wu. I was close. Oh, we do have a dodge, by the way. It's like a dash. I know I never commented on that. Default, I think it's about to shift. I did rebind it. So we're gonna grenade this guy, keep the barrier in between him. And now he's gonna go back and try to regen his HP. And he's also gonna call ads. I'm trying to watch for that buff on the bottom, and I don't see it. Let's see. See, I don't know if that buff actually shows up, to be honest. So here's the, what the heck are you doing, bro? That was some desync or something. Ooh, that hurt. And this guy will kill you in 2 hits. If he hits you more than once, you're kind of done for. This pillar will break. We're gonna go to the next one as soon as he backs off to heal. If he does. We're running out of ammo, which isn't good. Oh. Okay, well, we're out of ammo. The ads kind of serve that purpose, but we did so much damage to him that he only had 1 ad cycle. So, it's gonna be, oh, and there we go. I told you. Game does not mess around with the bosses. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you the, so you see we have currency at the bottom. We have 31 currency. We could spend it to revive, and I think it's half. Most of the time, it's slightly more than half right now, obviously. We're not gonna do it now because we kind of need to upgrade, and you know, we will spend all those points at the end. And I mean, we didn't make it to the 2nd level, but that's all right. Now we'll be able to be more powerful because we'll be able to access those vaults. All right, Chen's back. Gonna talk to us about our skill tree. You know, when I first played this, I thought you were supposed to die because you should have seen this thing kick my ass. It was nuts. Anyways, this is our soul regeneration. Yes. Okay, so give us a necklace and let's never die. Oh, and misspelled there. That keeps catching me every time. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. 5 points, and you can access those glowing cracks. So we are gonna buy that, of course. And then I'm gonna come over here and buy this, because this is gonna lower the cooldown on our ability, and that's gonna take most of our points. You can get increased vitality, skill power, shield, and these are ammo. Increase how much ammo you'll get, like increased grenades, like this 2nd tier. This is where things get really fun. Oh, actually, you can actually see them. So this is the Gemini. Again, it's something with named traits, or you get 2 weapons that have the same prefix or something, and they get a special bonus. I haven't seen them yet. I'm really looking forward to it. This increases how often they show up, and then exclusive inscriptions. Again, I don't know what that means. We'll find out. But let's buy this. And then we'll let off and we'll go do another one. But you know, just want to give a quick look at the game. It's actually really enjoyable. We did unlock a bunch of stuff. I see myself playing this for a while. Honestly, it's kind of hooked me. I played tons yesterday and actually didn't sleep last night. Oh, he has a little grass in his